Indiana Sports Network is lucky to be here with Curt Mallory, head coach of the football at Indiana State University. Curt, I'm going to compliment you right off the top. You've put, 4 or 5 kids in the pros in the last couple of years?
Well, Jonas Griffith, we're awfully proud of these guys. Last night I think a lot of the Sycamores hurt for Jonas. He got injured, but he's going to be fine. And went out there on a second play, but he's the starting middle linebacker for the Denver Broncos. We're really excited about Robert Tanyan and what he's going to bring to the Green Bay Packers, and Dom Daphne. And we got a lot of Stampeder fans here in Terre Haute for Jameer Thurman. So awfully proud of those 4 young men.
Yeah, whenever you're putting football players in the NFL, the CFL, USF, you're seeing a lot of good talent coming through here, and it's thanks to your efforts. I know you concentrated on Wabash Valley in Indiana first. Where do you go from there? In the old days, back when we were flourishing in the 80s, it was Pennsylvania.
Absolutely.
Do you concentrate there, or do you just nationwide wherever the talent is?
That's a great question. We do go into Pittsburgh. Pat Shepard is from there. He's our special teams coordinator and tight ends coach, so he will go into Pittsburgh. Probably our next area is Illinois. Of course, we're right on the border of the 2 states right now, and it makes total sense to do that. And then we'll try to stay within a 3-hour radius. We'll get into Cincinnati quite a bit. We'll get into Louisville quite a bit, and then we'll get into St. Louis. And then after that, we'll just go where we need to go.
Well, you're doing a good job. You got some good talent working for you. You've brought in a lot of good freshmen from the local area, at least in my opinion, my humble opinion. But you, as most coaches do, tend to redshirt freshmen. And I think that's a good idea. I'm old. I can remember when freshmen weren't allowed to play.
Yep.
And because freshman is kid muscle against man muscle. Are you going to continue with that with your current batch of talent that you have?
Our philosophy's always been the same. We tell every young man in the program, come ready to play. Don't ever come thinking you're going to redshirt. And that's the wrong approach. And I think most young men buy into that. They come here wanting to play, and we'll make that decision. We'll see where they're at. Some will play a little bit, maybe play less than 4 games. As you said, if you played at all, you lost your red shirt. Well, the NCAA lets us play up to 4 games, and so we're going to utilize that. We have 6 home games. We dress everybody, so it gives us an opportunity maybe to play a little bit more of the freshmen during those games.
That's a good point to really bring out, that they can get 4 games in and still maintain the red shirt.
That's right. And that's why it's so important when you have 6 home games, because you're limited on how many young men travel with you. We'll dress 105 on home games, and we'll travel 64. And so your depth changes from week to week, whether you're home or away.
You have a very tough schedule this year.
Well, I think it's a great challenge. We open up with a great North Alabama team. They've won the Division II national championship a few years back. They've come up to the FCS, been very competitive. We have Purdue. Purdue, may just win the West, and who knows from there. They've got great talent. They're a really well-coached football team. And then we got Montana coming here. Montana's ranked 3rd in the country. And then we jump into the conference. And there's no tougher conference in the country than the Missouri Valley.
Amen to that. You look at the Dakotas.
Yep, absolutely. But every team's good. Obviously, North Dakota State's darn good. South Dakota State's really, really good. But everyone in this conference is really good. There's not a team that you can take a week off. Anyone can beat anyone at any week.
You've put together a very good program of assistant coaches, of players.
Yep.
It's showing in the recent years, and I want to thank you for that. It's been very interesting and pleasing to be a Sycamore fan, I tell you.
Well, thank you. I'm very fortunate to be here. It's great to be a Sycamore. It's the people that make this such a special place. I'm just grateful to be a Sycamore.
Personally, I think we're fortunate to have you. Tony Harper with Curt Mallory on the Indiana Sports Network.